with Ignar. Yeah.
Ignar comes out with Fervor of Battle Leona. I will never forget that moment. His exhaust comes down. Jackie's has Q3. Lethal Tempo up. He gets a knock-up onto Caps as well. Wants to get the flash out. Lethal Tempo gets the kill!
Basically saying, hey, I want to try and answer for the Dragon, but now it's setting up for a potential dive from SkewMond.
Arrow just came up as well. Hansama has 6, and down someone will go. The beat's going to drop under turret. Flakked getting autoed. Labrov tanking up. And there's the Cataclysm. Out of range as Hansama gets the fade away. 1 for each bottom laner of G2, and SkewMond sets up a perfect dive. Isma is being spotted out. BrokenBlade is taking the fight. Labrov's roam now coming into effect. Smite down for the steal, but will Isma get away? Drakan step to full effect. Here comes the encore right in the dome. It's BrokenBlade as Labrov sneaks away the last tick of the kill, but on both sides of the map, G2 very active. This is quickly going to turn into maybe a dive.
Yeah, this is where I'm saying I think SkewMond needs to move top here.
Ow.
As BrokenBlade taking a lot of damage, they will now spot Isma, who's just packing his Q off of that top side.
He's trying, but the arrow is imminent as well. TP, ulti dodged away from BrokenBlade, trying to step away as SkewMond comes in for support. The arrow hits Flakked! And the damage from SkewMond as the last turret shot completes as well. In the Cataclysm as Oscarinin has to stand his ground and just wait his turn. Caps coming in, trying to pop his ulti and find a target. It looks like Oscarinin will be that target. BrokenBlade comes back in, SkewMond burning down, but Caps to save him. Now, as Jackie's going to be the next game. G2 use a BrokenBlade, or rather Hextech Gunblade. Jackie's in trouble, so much damage. He's going to try and clear the wave. He knows he's dead. He gets the cannon, but now the kill's going to be given over, probably over to Caps as Jackie's died. Is he going to public execution onto Oscarinin? SkewMond's here. Wait for the long-range ulti, flag and drag instead, and BrokenBlade's like, nah, I'm going to queue him and take the kill. That's more reliable.
Caps, though.
Great game. Caps are going to get low, though. The flash from Jackie's used, and Isma will shave the kill away for a shutdown. They're trying, but SkewMond's in front of them. Oscar might be coming in, but flag and drag is tricky. Flakked just used his arcane shift. He's in the middle of a fed Jarv, and the auto attacks are taking him down solely with that, and Caps just coming in to steal the glory. An angle for SkewMond as BrokenBlade ult finally hits, and the Cataclysm nails 3. A flag and drag to go through. SkewMond slowly going down, but he's done his job as BrokenBlade flashes in, lacerates, and repudiates the enemies. GIANTX running for the hills, and this one looks firmly in the grass. Great comms. BrokenBlade might be in trouble here, but as I say that, Jackie's just gets Q2'd. Ulti, buffered with his own BrokenBlade, baby! Hot damn!
Now you're in a position where you have as much information as you need. SkewMond, I think, is going to try and solo Oscarinin as well.
Hans has stepped up to this. That's a great arrow, but Hans is still in trouble. This is a TV flank. Oh no. Jackie's though, ult is buffered as BrokenBlade does it again, and half HP. BrokenBlade's in the middle of it all. An opportunity for GIANTX. Caps will get Flakked. It's a 1-for-1, but a shutdown. It doesn't. Yeah, that was a bit of a weird one from G2 because SkewMond was moving into bot lane. So monstrously fed that Caps guy. As Baron starts, look at where Isma is. As Jun's found out, Shuriken flip on the Karma. Caps goes into Fog of War. The equalizer down. True Shot Barrage hits him this time. Caps is dead. Double shutdown to Oscarinin. Barrett at half HP.
BrokenBlade is not here.
GIANTX are coming in. Barrett is going to stop. Who's he going to kill?
Himself.
He doesn't put damage onto Isma. He jumps in a 1v2. Smite comes down. Isma's going to look for the knock-up. The arrow saves the day. Flash by Isma. BrokenBlade's ulti hits. It's recoverable. Okay. It's a good play. It's a good play, Dagda. It's a good play.
They learned. I did think that BrokenBlade was about to die, but he's okay. Is Flakked? Yeah, G2.
Yeah, free Baron. Free Baron. We like those. TP from BrokenBlade just in case. Jackie is going to get an objective bounty, but here comes Caps. Shuriken flip when he's got second part of the ulti to get into range. BrokenBlade's going to corner him as well. Jackie is just going to die here, but how slowly is the question as Shieldbow saves him for now. Shuriken flip there. Hops back and dead to Caps. Baron now there. Soul on the reset, Dagda. You know, I think we're back to cleanliness. Wow, it's all BrokenBlade's going to get this bit of gold. Oscarinen's going to die now. He's got Flash. And how he dies, well, he doesn't have Seekers, so there's no way. Yep, BrokenBlade just tags him on the way out. Caps gets the kill again.
The top side. So Caps is going to be the port of call here.
It's an Akali. Jumping in onto Flakked. Can he 1v3? All in from Isma. Okay, Caps is dead. Now Caps is dead. Barrett is doing work on bot, though. Oscarin's coming in. Equalizer. Oh, no. Oh, no. Isma's got... Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yo, Oscar. He's almost got Equalizer down. Flag and drag from Jarvan finds Isma. SkewMond sent off a little bit. Jud gives shielding. BrokenBlade's tagged out. Here we go, the all-in. Isma finds a mark, but onto BrokenBlade, it's not enough. Cataclysm gets there as well. Jackie's gets a good hold onto Han Summer. He does die, but it is a trade as Oscarinin is the other trade. BrokenBlade lives. Okay, G2 can do it. Flakked running for his life. He's going to flash. SkewMond, damage not there yet. BrokenBlade looking for his quadra kill. He's got a quadra kill. G2, end it. You had a gold lead at the 14-minute mark.
Look at Flakked. Nowhere going near G2. He had a little head shake. He had a little smile. He was like, not today, BB. You do not get a book.
You know what, Dagda? I don't care. BB is going to look for it regardless. Flakked's still in range. The spawn's up in 10 seconds. G2 are on the Nexus turrets with an early game gold lead. The Nexus is gonna fall. G2 are gonna win the game with a lead. They save Europe yet again as Flakked not gonna find caps. The Nexus falls, and that's how you do it apparently.
Consider just like walking through mid lane to get to the other side and maybe try and force lock back a little bit, because Jackie's might be able to freeze the wave there. But Oscar with the flash.
Oh my god, Oscar's damage. BrokenBlade in trouble, but 2 turret shots. Hyper, W sweep, and auto attack. Oscar almost got auto. If BrokenBlade got that auto down with Hyper.
Yeah, I thought he would just go for the auto attack.
Then it would have been a 1-for-1. There's no response from a jungler as Cap's going to come over the wall. Spots out the ward. Flakked's still in trouble. He has no summons. An Ashen Pursuit with a couple of nails, and he'll be nailing in the coffin. Caps misses, but SkewMond does not. Now for the follow through the Ashen Pursuit. Hans takes the kill. Caps really saved the hell out of that play.
Jackie's is moving down to try and protect his bot lane, but doesn't know where Caps is right now.
It's a danger, isn't it? Jackie's caught out in rotation, though. Here comes Cap, sending everything. Purgatory's going to miss, so Jackie's not slowed. Kiting around really nicely. Great movement, but SkewMond is going to muck this up for him. The nails fly in once more and waiting for an Ashen Pursuit, but Cap's not going to send it. Shockwave is a 2-man. Buffered by Caps as he gets on out, but SkewMond turns it into an engages. Flakked flushes out. Survives somehow. The kick from Labrov is not going to be enough as Hans Summer flushes in on top of Jackie's, but he's got no mana. Isma comes in to save the day. The shield folds up, and Labrov alive. Hans in 1v2. It's gotten messy. He's trying to take it out, but he's got no mana as well.
But they all pulled off a dragon, which is giving Oscarinin a lot of free time on topside, so they want to get more.
And Flakked has no ulti. This might not be a stun, but to keep his verdict is going to slow him down. Mega fire kick as well. Flakked can't move. Han Summer claims the kill. Oscar might be in trouble, but he's going to E away, I think. Isma now spotted on a ward. This counter gank, he knows. Puts up the Aegis. Assault takes the turret shot with it as well. And guess who didn't get out? It's John. Capitalization from SkewMond again. They're just always in the right place to counter. It might be a worry here for G2.
And he now becomes the focus in fights.
That's just Ashen Pursuited forward. He's going to get root down by the feathers. A fly in from the Grand Starfall. Cap's made a big mistake, and Isma's there to punish alongside Flakked.
But now the TP coming in to help out SkewMond.
Jackie's caught on a side lane, as is Oriana. Big mistake. Hammer Shock slow. And waiting for the keeper's verdict, there's a shockwave. BrokenBlade is teleported in as suggested, as Dagda told you. Hammer Shock not going to take the kills. BrokenBlade who orders it down, getting goal back. Meanwhile, we look towards mid lane, and Labrov's caught out. Han Summer's up next as well. Oscar made magic happen. 4 members of GIANTX snap down mid. Caps tried to Ashen Pursuit out, be smart with it, but his Ritual Nails come through, and the Soul Ignition is down. Caps needs help, and he gets it from SkewMond again. Running away with the Hextech sweep and the culling. I mean, he is a hero.
This one ends a bit dangerous. There's the deep TP, though.
He is coming in fast. BrokenBlade just runs out of Meganar as well. A good advantage maybe for GX, a steal as well. Isma comes in now for the fight. Oscar hook shot, wall shot. Comes in for the sweep, the quickness. John finds 3. And all bundled up together. A present for GIANTX. The cozy campfire keeping SkewMond alive as they run for the hills. A blank mid lane turret, only just standing, will stand its ground while G2 retreat. BrokenBlade's getting dove here. That turret is mincemeat. Ulti going to go into the wave. He still gets stunned up with the Aegis Assault. And now, speaking of, that shield will come in soon. And it's just easily done. BrokenBlade is going to die a staggered death. That was a back as well. Guess what? Labrov's gone. SkewMond's in trouble. Severus Present's not up, or at least not yet. And Han Summer's going to be put into the ultimate dome. A war present. Oscar does die. Hans does a lot of damage, but in a 1-for-1, SkewMond needs to get out of there. I don't think he's going to, though, as Isma for the chase. Dissonance, the stun negated. That W comes in clutch. But GIANTX are on Baron's side of the map, and Hans is down for 30. Will they risk it, or will they look for an execution that under turret will do work? BrokenBlade versus Oscarinin. Is it going to happen? Here we go. Jumping in. BrokenBlade ambitious. Isma's on the way. Meganar against the wall. Doesn't hit the stun. Caps wants to get himself with Ritual Nails. BrokenBlade goes into mini, but here comes Caps. Finally, it's Purgatory, but only on Isma. It's enough. Finally, we see him, the Hall of Legends, legend himself. As much as I'm trying here to give GIANTX benefit of the doubt and glaze them, I mean, G2 now 2,000 gold up. Oscar steading in, hookshot, wall shot onto Caps. Maybe it was too early of me. He flashes out, but he gets knocked up. He's dead, Oscar. Great dive, finally using that Grand Starfall. BrokenBlade's just run out of Meganar. And any pursuance that came through off the Baron buff is now halted as GIANTX turn into their own siege.
And someone might just try and culling the wave, though. Keep people away. Oscarinin.
Step up, Oscar going deep, and a wall! SkewMond was waiting for you. 4 versus 4. Feathers on the ground. Shockwaves a 2-man. Great damage. A spear from a Comet. Isma doesn't connect, though, as Hans looks for a new angle. And Oscar went a bit too deep.
G2 don't need to overpush for this, though. They're interrupting.
Hello, hello, hello. SkewMond, guess who we found again? 2-man keeper's verdict. There's a culling from downrange. Isma's getting low. Hans steps up, flashes over the choke. The feather's there. He's still going in. He's dead. A bit too ambitious. And ambitious really is killing the members of both teams. Jackies comes in, takes out Labrov with a dissonance. And now for the Aegis Soul to give movement speed. A Comet Spear dodged. It is only BrokenBlade who left standing as Caps comes in. We've got Baron in 30 seconds. This game's still undecided. My favorite game of the weekend so far, that's for sure. Huntsummer stepping forward onto Flakked. Culling comes out, unleashes as John gets the quickness down, but Huntsummer got too much damage down. Away the steadfast, no. A verdict from a keeper. And Oscar, where are you going? SkewMond says no. Again, hammer shock, a boulder. His escape no longer possible. And this Poppy, a thorn in the side of GIANTX.
As the fights have been a little away from BrokenBlade's comfort zone in having Meganar for a lot of them.
He's getting whittled down for now. This is about to be a Meganar. GIANTX have run into this. Judd not going to be sent away, but BrokenBlade does it for him. Isma flies on him, but sent out with the keeper's verdict. It's 1-for-1 for now. BrokenBlade is dead, but Huntsummer flashes forward onto Oscar. SkewMond puts him in his place again. Huntsummer back to the wave, dies. Burned down by Flakked. Isma's come back in. He's flashed in for the stun. Caps in trouble. Flakked flashes back as well. The feathers are truly flying. It calls to him into melee range. SkewMond's going to die. Flakked flew. He bloody flew, Dagda.
GIANTX might have just won the game.
It looked free. There's flash for a flash, but Labrov is just trying to slow down the next wave. There's 2 minions here. They're quite low. The next wave being held by Labrov, but he is a one-shot. The minions, if they don't do it, Jackies will. An ace, an electrocution. We are going to game 3. GIANTX pull a rabbit out of the hat against G2, and the distance will be traveled in this best of 3.
The downside of this Nara build is you're very squishy. GIANTX found the play onto BrokenBlade, but Flakked's exhaust.
I don't know if or when SkewMond can get up here.
Potential gang commit, though.
Yeah, more important is this lane, isn't it? Waiting for the flash frost. Jackies has no flash. He's going to step up, clear the wave, goes into hammer form. Now beats back Labrov, but he knows he's dead. It's just about the who. Sonic wave going to be taken. Kill gets taken by SkewMond as well. And it's a good punish of the flashless mid lane on this bottom side of the map. Cap's got 6 first, goes to push. Jackie's all in, trying to get egg form. Flash Frost comes in at short range, but Jackie's has the damage, almost going down to egg. Caps is close, crystallized there. Egg out. SkewMond coming in, looking for a safeguard. Sonic wave, no flash, remember. Jackie's dead again. Will not take that Q2, as Jun is also covering the play here with Jackies on the respawn. Flash Cosmic Binding, it connects. Wait, the Javelin toss as well. A pounce, a swipe, a prowl, but kicked away. Sonic Wave is, but flashes the match anyway, but will it cost his life? Yeah, you're damn sure it will. Jun now needs to escape. A magical journey will be taken, but SkewMond on the chase with Caps also. They've got the movement speed thanks to the Scuttler, but Sonic Wave doesn't connect, so Jun is going to get out. Huntsummer had no mana, so he had to use his feet.
He was dancing back and forth there,
John. He just used the magical journey. The kick away is not an execution, though. Tempered Fate, Flash, Tempest, Cripple. SkewMond gets a kill regardless. In comes Labrov. Flash not up, but a Shadow Dash is. Sonic Wave kited by Isma.
And especially as a poke composition, being behind like this is devastating.
Jackie's not going to get stunned up. Isma comes in yet again. Caps must fly. Tempered Fate going to catch him. He has no flash. Crystallize in the way. A trap on his body. Everything thrown. A shutdown to Jackie's. Okay. Counterplay. The wall's now down. The Herald's going to die as well. SkewMond goes in and out. And they're just stagnating, minimizing what GIANTX can do.
BrokenBlade kind of low. Isma going to immediately try and move up.
Here it comes. He's dethroned. Needlework comes out. The Shen ulti as well. The flash from BrokenBlade. He remounts almost. But a Shadow Dash under turret. Oscarinin about to die. Blocked by Labrov for the time being. But in comes Isma for a double. That was a second of being bad as the flash comes in. Kick from SkewMond. Sonic Wave. Resonating strike. A Tempest. A cripple. A couple of legs on this pussycat. And with a double given back over, it is a 2-for-2 trade.
SkewMond manages to rectify the play in the top lane. It was nice from GIANTX, but Hansama might be caught. Flakked can't get there for the trap.
He can't get out, but he flashes forward, gets the autos in the heal as well before any reaction comes through from Hans. Blocked by Labrov. BrokenBlade has just shown himself without the charge. Magical Journey, bear trap on a rope. A javelin toss, in goes Isma, maybe not charge. BrokenBlade goes through a Magical Journey. That clan is wild. BrokenBlade's gonna die, and a Cosmic Binding flushed away from. Out goes Hansama, but BrokenBlade just ran into death.
G2 fumbled a play. And it's a disaster. Oscarinin, can you get out here, though?
And United is going to bring out some of the pieces as well. In the Halloween Mist, it won't matter. A Shadow Dash, a stun. SkewMond will get the kill again. I mean, Caps does need some resources. SkewMond 6-0. Caps trying to make a lane gank. Here's a kick away. Jackie's been found out. He does have flash, but he goes on the Hansama instead. SkewMond may have just killed his AD carry. Oh no! Flakked finds the ulti through the weaving is. SkewMond gets one himself, but again, he keeps picking up all the kills and none for anyone else. 7-0. A 1-for-1. Jackie's for harm. Labrov, a Shadow Dash away from the javelin toss. Meanwhile, we look towards bot. This setup coming through now. Stand United, they're going to overwhelm Oscarinin, but in a 1v3, he's doing okay. Got true damage. Need to work out. A bit of danger, but BrokenBlade this time will remount. Oscar flashes over to Sonic Wave, catches him by the toe. Pressure's never off. Look, Isma gets a camp. He's like, hang on a minute. Should we go mid again? Jordan's here. Here comes Tempered Fate once more. And guess who they caught again? Hansama has no flash. Javelin toss going to be blocked. Cosmic Binding is a two-man show. Beautiful again. Labrov Shadow Dash to get him on out. The kick onto Isma's going to make it trade. But SkewMond, he needs to do a little bit more. In the Glacial Storm, Caps is picking them down. Ice cold as Oscarinen's needlework is doing even more. SkewMond needs to get out of a Magical Journey. A Cosmic Binding. Flash away from the Lee Sin.
This hobble that they've set up for themselves.
Taking the whole block by SkewMond, took no damage. It's a level 16 Lee Sin. Labrov found on a flanking position. Charge going to be used. And Stand United onto Flakked. He can't escape. Shadow Dash, a two-man. The dive from G2. And the kick. Insane. Mega Inferno Bomb dodged away by Isma. G2 have all five as Labrov and Caps both survived to play another day. But that's what you need to see from G2. Isma walks in with the rest. Oscar over the wall. BrokenBlade the threat. Caps. He's going to DBS this down quick. GIANTX need to pick a fight. No Tempered Fate available. The poke, Hansama at half HP already has to turn and burn onto Jun. He's going to do exactly that. Meanwhile, Oscar and BrokenBlade hatch it out. It's going to be a 1-for-1. Hansama. He's not dead, it's Labrov. Satchel charge used, disengaged, kick was used by SkewMond. Needlework. All centered game, that's who's gonna win. Baron still standing, but Dragon taking soul point. Tempered Fate on SkewMond, he gets a Sonic Wave, but he's in the middle of everyone. A spear about to connect, jumps onto Jackie's instead. Sonic Wave will be taken. SkewMond is the raid boss. Where is the damage? Someone has to kill him at half HP. Cosmic Binding, the poke, finally no. He gets over the wall into Flakked. He's in the whole team. Somebody kill him. Flakked seizes him. Now GIANTX, will they continue the fight? The Glacial Storm in the middle. The Articuno sends down the ulti and zones. Protobell crystallized down the storm, the flash, he gets out. Here's a charge. It might find John. Instead it finds Isma again. He wasn't fully on out. BrokenBlade just sends it in. He's going to dismount for now, but he needs to get back on the bicycle. No opportunity with the network slicing through SkewMond for the kick, the disengage, but he too is dead. A double back over to Flakked. 0-2-10. Playoffs will be an insane accomplishment. Spear connects as well. Everything, all the poke into Agnivia. Caps us down, at least for the time being. He's going to go fully down to the ground. Flakked's damage, a combo with Jackie's and the spears. They're doing so much work. Oscarinin, he flushes into Hansama. The needles are working. Jun will take the kill, but two in the ground. G2 have 50 seconds to survive.
I don't know if they can, though. GIANTX are running down this bot side. They have so much damage. And G2 don't have the bodies.
BrokenBlade has to back. He's taking a while to do so. He needs to get there to support. No charge. 3 versus 5. The poke comp from GIANTX had to get ahead. They stayed ahead. They played it to fruition. Labrov on death's door as Oscar is running down BrokenBlade. He's meant to be the Kled god, but Oscar's putting him in his place with a pair of scissors. BrokenBlade remounts. Yes, he will survive, but GX have taken down Labrov. They've cleared G2, and with this comp, they lock in playoffs. What a style of class from GIANTX in a Game 3.
I doubted that GIANTX would be able to pull off a composition like this, but the gentlemen handshake each other after that one. An incredibly impressive performance to lock playoffs.